What it do, YouTube? It is your boy Drew here, and today we're going to be checking out all FNAF Custom Nights voice lines for the first time, because this was one of those games I could just not beat when I was younger. Like, I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 1, I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I don't think I ever beat 4 or the Sisters Locations. But I just didn't play those. I just watched YouTubers play them. Ultimate Custom Nights, I tried to beat, but I could not. So I don't even think I maybe got to like one of the voice lines, maybe two. So yeah, we're gonna be checking out all the voice lines in this video. And hey, if you guys do enjoy my reaction, please do make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get into it.
Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate.
Okay.
Or a fox, for that matter.
Let's go.
You never stood a chance.
It's kind of weird hearing how they sound like too.
Booty. That be treasure, you know. I can't run like I used to.
Okay,
but
Fox,
I
you
can
chill.
keep myself apart just fine. So much more spacious in here. I may stay a while.
All right.
That game was totally rigged. That's what you get for leaving me hanging.
Freddy sounds like
It's not
Goofy.
my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons. Mr. Hubs got me again.
This is actually mad interesting.
Jump scared. You get jump scared.
You won't get tired of dying, will you?
Yo.
Where's my beak? Lodged in your forehead, of course.
Bro.
You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
I mean, honestly, nah.
Let's go somewhere more private, so I can eat you.
Hey, yo. Huh? Chica a freak. Bro, Chica kind of getting crazy, alright? Calm down. Okay, we got Mangle. Whatever you say. I doubt that.
It's so much more fun hanging out in here with you. He's here and always watching, the one you shouldn't have killed.
I never thought I'd make it through that vent, but now we are together. How to break your face and look like me.
Wow.
I was the first. I have seen everything.
So the messed up versions of them kind of have like a choppy voice. Ooh.
I have seen him, the one you shouldn't have killed.
Whoa. Oh. This one's definitely the most creepy. What does that mean? Perhaps it's us both. Alright, that's funny.
Seeing you powerless is like music to me.
Whoa.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
My bad.
I recognize you, but I'm not afraid of you.
Wow.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
The others are under my protection. The others are like
She's talking about purple guy?
but I am very aware.
Interesting.
I am remade, but not by you, by the one you should not have killed. No light can save you now. I have always been hiding in your shadow.
Dude, this is kind of creepy.
What a gift to relish, a victim that can't perish. Your mentor.
Alright, Dr. Seuss.
Come closer. Help me count my teeth.
That's a lot of teeth, I ain't counting.
You're not so big. Just a bite-sized morsel. You knew I'd get you eventually.
Man, Blue Boy is chopped.
I'm in here for both of us. Flash that light on the light. It can't save you now.
Wow.
We put you back together, then take you apart all over again.
Oh, is this Nightmare Freddy? I couldn't tell who this was. I think this is another nightmare version. Yeah.
Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart.
Dude.
I assure you, I am very real.
They are menaces.
This time, there is more than an illusion to fear.
Wow. So you're saying it's real? Really, Dying Light 2? You gonna hit me like with the ad like that?
We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them.
What did I do? Oh my god. Wow. That is creepy. Dude. This man. It's just you. Wow. Dude, it's so interesting because some of their voices are just not what I thought they'd sound like. Like, some of them are way softer than I expected, and some of them are way more demon-like than I expected. Like, this thing is a demon, bro.
This time, death cannot save you.
Wow, death can't save you. So you gotta live through this. That is crazy. Again. And again, and again. Oh, nah. Huh?
It seems you couldn't make it to my show, so I brought the show to you.
He sounds...
Show times are on the hour, not a moment before and not a moment later.
His voice sounds like an announcer.
It's time to take your final bow.
Word?
I'm sorry, but there was never enough room on this stage for both of us.
Okay.
A performance was demanded of me, and now I have delivered.
Encore. Okay. This guy's cool.
You breathing. Admit it. You wanted to let me in. Why do you hide
I feel like some of these are a little sus.
inside these walls? Don't be shy. These are
Her voice is
strange
calming.
circumstances.
I can go
we
sleep to this.
crossed together.
I bet you weren't expecting me, were ya? Turn your back for 1 second and I'm like, wazoo! Ninja skills.
Ninja skills.
You and I don't get to talk as often as I'd like.
Uh-huh.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo! And they're like, what?
Okay, so she's literally like the essence of a child.
Happy Frog is the new star of the show.
Hey.
We've only just begun. I will never let you leave. I will never let you rest.
She went from happy, joyful kid to creepy. Oh, the little whisper too? Speech 1. Okay, so those were the voices.
Friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, you know, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, you know? I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on.
Yeah.
Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day in the park. I was having just a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, you know? Sometimes a story is just a story. You
I feel like that's not
into
true.
every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And not only that.
Okay, now I could see that. Like, if you try to like find a meaning in everything somebody does, you might end up creating a bad meaning in your own head. I get that, but if you're like telling a story, I feel like usually there has to be like a climax, like a significant part in it that makes the story interesting. You know what I'm saying?
But you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, and
Yeah.
thinking something you shouldn't think,
Yeah.
or assuming something you shouldn't assume.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Sometimes, I said, a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second of your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I realized I'd made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they?
Yeah.
They're all feet.
That's true.
I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet.
Yeah.
Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, Orville, let me go get you some rye bread. Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I assure you that Orville does.
Right.
Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread on Monday and threw it out Wednesday, or rather they sold it at a discount for people wanting to feed the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall. I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the ducks. He would buy all of the sourdough bread. Of course, you know, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in their stomach and then they all die. At least that's what I've heard. You know, I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he was killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And
oh,
if you
wow.
want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks, or birds, or any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. That is true. Or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.
Okay, that was interesting. I'm not sure, like, what that really had to do with FNAF. I'm guessing... So, I mean, it was probably this dude's kind of backstory a little bit, I'm guessing. But that reminds me, like, of the time I fed ducks. Is it another speech about him? So, yeah.
It seems that you have met your end. What a pity. You know, I don't feel too bad about it, though. After all, if it weren't me, it would have just been one of the others, I guess. I'm honestly just glad to be out of those air ducts. You know, it's not easy for a hippopotamus to fit up there, and not easy to get down either.
Oh, this is the elephant talking. Okay.
As young as I used to be, as you can see, I used to be able to do all the sorts of things. You're young, you're vibrant, you have that sort of pep in your step. It reminds me of a conversation I was having with one of my good friends, Orville.
Yeah.
We were having a nice picnic one day. I believe it was summer. No, perhaps it was...
So is this when he was a person?
Yes. It was the fall because the leaves had turned already. But I said to Orville, I says, Orville, I have a story to tell you.
Yeah.
And Orville looked at me, kind of odd and said, well, what's it about? I said to him, not every story has to be about something, Orville. Sometimes a person just wants to talk.
Isn't this kind of the point he just made?
Everything have to be a story, I said to him. He just looked at me and he said, well, you said you had a story, and, he was quite right. I did, in fact. I told him I had a story. I suppose if a person just wants to talk, then it's best to not announce that you're telling a story. Telling a story does come with its own pressures and expectations.
I mean, that's true, but somebody in the comments, please explain to me, why does it matter that there's not a big old story to tell?
I suppose.
What does this mean?
If you're just talking to a friend, and there's no more expectations than if you were talking into the wind.
I guess so.
Words by themselves aren't expected to carry, aren't expected to stick. But if you announce you're telling a story, well then, there'd better be a point to it all, No one
I
wants
agree.
to sit and listen to someone ramble on and on and on with absolutely no end in sight. So, you know, it's good to be mindful that when you tell someone that you're about to tell a story, that you have something to say.
I've never
Telling
had this
someone
problem.
that you're going to tell them a story is tantamount to asking them to stop what they're doing and pay attention.
Yeah, I guess. Bam, AMC giving me an ad. Are you serious?
Saying, hey, buddy, stop everything. Stop what you're thinking. I have a solution to everything. And, well, I didn't really have any story to tell. In hindsight, I probably just misspoke when I said that I had a story. I think it would have just been better to tell Orville that I wanted to tell him something.
Alright, I think this guy's point is that he's telling a story about him telling a story, or saying he's telling a story. And I get what he's meaning. Nobody wants to listen to this dude ramble on. I don't know what this happened about.
Tell him that I had a story. But, you know, even then, it might have put too much importance on the whole thing.
I guess.
Either way, it was quite a nice day. I remember that we were drinking tea.
This also reminds me of what exactly he's talking about. That kind of also had no point to it. Oh god, another one.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, you know, terrible thing.
So he kills you and just starts yapping.
How terrible it would be.
That's funny.
I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyway,
who cares?
It doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, you know, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they, you know, sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, you know, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them.
Brother, I am so lost right now. I don't even know how to put it.
In the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. You know, so he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground.
Okay.
I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen.
Saying the
when
birds
I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds.
Okay.
You know, in hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, you know, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, I said, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Okay. Speech 4. Are the rest of these just speech from him? Okay, no. I'm assuming a lot of people, this literally says most played, I'm assuming a lot of people are going to skip to there in my video. I'm listening to everything, because even though this is a little bit boring, I'm like still interested in what the hell dude's yapping about, for some reason.
But, you know, these things happen, and life goes on. Not for you, obviously, you're dead, but it reminds me of a time I was having a conversation with my friend Orville.
Shout out Orville.
Where were we? I think we were by the...
Are none of these true?
We were sitting by the river and
he just has hella stories
over the falls.
Of them chilling.
And I said to Orville, "You know, sometimes I feel like a fish leaping over and over again, always trying to get somewhere, though I don't know where, only to find myself in the jaws of a beast."
Okay.
He, of course, looked at me, surprised, you know. "Have you been in the jaws of a beast, friend?" To which I said, "No, of course not, Orville. I said, no. I simply meant that life can seem like a relentless endeavor to overcome meaningless obstacles.
He was comparing it.
To meet an equally meaningless fate, regardless of your efforts, regardless of the obstacles you've passed. And Orville, he stood and proceeded to drape me with a picnic cloth, to which I asked him, I said, "Friend, what are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
He looked at me very concerned, really. "I feel like you've gotten too much sun." Indeed.
Yeah, maybe he's a little sweaty, but...
Indeed I had. He proceeded to pour me a glass of just ice-cold lemonade.
Nice.
Ooh, you ever mix it with iced tea?
No.
Do like a little half lemonade, half... Ooh, it's so... You should try it some... Well, you can't because you're dead, but... anyways...
Oh, wow.
You'll be asking yourself, how did I go from sitting by the falls and drinking lemonade to being wedged in the air duct? Not only with Orville, but with an entire assortment of fruity-colored friends.
We might be getting an answer here.
Well, there's really no good answer to that, but perhaps I met a demise of my own at some point, and this is my afterlife or my dream, whatever it might mean. I honestly don't know. Or maybe it doesn't mean anything at all.
That is a high possibility.
Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all.
I consider it a dignified death. Not really. It was actually quite pathetic.
So are they just trying to say his story had no meaning? Or that it could have had a meaning? Or do we interpret our own meaning?
If you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by.
It's big a menace. I love how he's a song. Or theme.
Even monkeys fall from trees. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down.
This guy just has catchphrases.
The talented hawk hides his claws.
They're kind of fire, though.
Don't you hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters?
Why are they just southern all of a sudden?
I was just waiting for you to drop your guard.
Damn.
Whoops. That's gonna leave a mark.
Alright.
This is how it feels. And you get to experience it over and over and over again. Forever. I will never let you leave.
Who's this, like, the voice in the background? Who's that?
What did you think of my act?
It was amazing.
I don't get out much, so you'll have to forgive my enthusiasm. I hope you enjoyed the grand finale.
This dude is
now
creepy.
It's my time to shine. He tried to release you. He tried to release us. But I'm not going to let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here. No matter how many times they burn us.
Bro, that is creepy. The way his eyes look, but I kind of like the way they format the voice lines. Like, they have, like, their normal voice lines of them being normal. Then when they get, like, locked in and serious and creepy, that is really fire.
Please deposit 5 coins.
What?
Please deposit 5 coins. You are attempting to trick Freddy. You are attempting to...
Oh my god.
Like
this is creepy.
Deposit 5 coins.
Oh, Pixel Gun 3D. I was really enjoying that Bonnie song, so we're gonna go back and listen to that because that was kind of fire. Slivers of you. That is a banger. Does he sing everything? Wow. Oh, that is sickening.
What a treat to come here and meet your face as it hits concrete.
Wow.
I found my guitar, now reach
for the stars.
as I plunge it through your heart.
Bro, chill.
That's right! And don't you come back now, you hear? That'll teach you for trying to trick this old bird.
What that mouth do?
Thought you could fool me with that sign, but I was too smart for you.
Okay,
I
buddy.
may not like wet floors, but the smell of fresh meat is just too enticing.
Yo!
Whoops, looks like you're the one that slipped up this time.
So is this like Chica's cousins?
What can I do for ya? Yarg, how may I be of service to ya? Yar, who touched me bird? Yar, me bird likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
Oh.
Yar, you win some, you lose some. Yarg, you play with fire, and sometimes ye get burned.
Foxy gotta be the most chill pirate of all time. Yar, you win some, you lose some.
You and I will be making music together for a long, long time.
Oh, why'd they chill out the beat? That was kind of going crazy.
It's the sweet, sweet sound of your eternal silence.
Alright, bro.
Hey, keep it down, would ya? When I'm here, you play by my rules.
Dude. This dude is a vibe.
Requested of me, and now I sing it.
Let's go.
Looks like something bad happened. I guess you forgot about me.
I honestly did.
Want to see the scooping room? I guess you forgot about me.
She said that
Time
twice.
for your controlled shock.
Oh,
Time
nah.
for your controlled shock.
She is
Let's see
creepy.
how many pieces I can cut you into. You won't
I noticed she's like saying it in different tones. So is she like, is there like different things you can do in the game to make her say it in different tones?
die, but you'll wish you could.
Wow.
It will all be over soon.
Wow. I did not expect you to have a soft voice.
There is room for one more. Come spend eternity inside with me.
I'm good.
I've been looking for you, and now I will never let you go.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad that I found you. Let me make room for you.
This one is creepy.
I always come back.
Classic. That's the last one. Okay. Shout out the guy who made this, Jay Cinema. Shout out to you, bro. Without him, this video wouldn't happen, because, you know, frick, I ain't gonna make a compilation. But hey, guys, let me know if you guys want me to do more FNAF content. It's really up to you guys and how this video does. So hey, please do make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below some FNAF video ideas or any other video ideas or things you want me to react to. Love you guys, and bye bye.